CS2 dropped some updates this week, and we need to talk about them. We got performance improvements, async exploit fixes, and some interesting updates. Plus, there's news about upcoming skins and maps, and of course, people found a way to be up consistently again. Valve, what are you doing? Let's dive right into it after a word from the sponsor. Skinsmonkey is an automated trading site. Simply trade an old skin that you don't want for a new skin that you do want. The advanced filters make it super easy to find anything. Use my code COOK to get $5 on your first trade and a 35% deposit bonus. They've got 24/7 live support, and don't forget to take part in the free giveaways. They've got free daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways. Link is in the description. So let's start with exec async exploit. I covered this in an old video of mine. Finally, Valve removed it from working without switches being set to 1. Took Valve 2 years to fix this. Now here's where it gets interesting. Even though Valve passed the exec async exploit, Twitter user Girlglock has already found some workarounds. She also figured out how to Bhop at higher FPS. Let's be real, inputs are still getting eaten, Bhop still feels terrible, and honestly, Bhop is still bad with default settings in game. Look, I'm glad Valve removed the original exploit, but Bhopping is still terrible, as you can see in this footage. It's just not working properly. Valve, if you're watching this, and I know you're watching this based on your recent updates, please fix movement. Now let's talk about performance. I see a bunch of people who are shooting at walls when they're both the client and the server. Please do not do that. That does not reflect true performance because you're both the client and the server. Again, the new version seems to be performing better, but I don't think it is a significant enough improvement, to be honest with you. Like, the average FPS does increase, like there's an improvement, but the fundamental issue still remains. But yes, there is a slight improvement, which I'm grateful for, you know, at least something is being worked upon. But yeah, the difference is not really that huge, or, you know, it doesn't feel concrete. It doesn't feel like it solves the problem. It feels like, yeah, it's better, but it doesn't solve the problem. So in order to mathematically see like how much changes we're having, let's just look at the FPS mark. Now over here I did the dust to benchmark. Again, you know, that's not really a good way to check out performance. So this is in 1080p with no overclocking. I removed the overclocking because it's pointless anyway playing CS2 like this. Now a good way to actually know would be to look at our frame time graph and find out the time where we usually shoot. In that benchmark map is around the 80-second mark, somewhere around here. So this is not going to cut it. So first of all, let's just look at some stats. So for the average frame time, of course, it has decreased because our FPS has increased. One thing that I wanted to know, which is quite important for me, is because I have a 240Hz monitor. So I want to look at frame times that kind of exceed that timing. And as you can see, the old ones are exceeding that quite more often. And another thing which I wanted to see, and I want you guys to kind of visualize, is whatever these frame times are, which are higher, right? For both 1 and 2 dataset, because that way you'll be able to see like how much of a change it really makes. So if I just remove all of this, yellow is new and old is orange. So we're only interested in this part right over here, because this is where the shooting happens in the benchmark map. So this is the performance we really care about. So you can see this is the new one, and the orange is the old one. Again, I don't really see much improvement. There is slight improvement, but yeah, it's not really something which I would call, yeah, it's fixed. It's not fixed, it's still the same, but there is improvement. When it comes to smoothness, we see all parameters kind of improving except coefficient of variation, and that is because our mean values have gone lower. So that's nothing unusual, that's quite common. Now talking about what is going to be happening in the future, well, I'm pretty sure this map, which you have been seeing in this kind of video, Alpine, is definitely coming up in the next big update. And there's rumors about pets coming into the game. I don't know how I feel about that, some new skins and stuff like that. And yeah, some people even saying that Operation might be coming. I'm hoping, but it's fine. And I know you guys want to see the G-Sync video. I'm back finally, and I've kind of taken some days holiday, so I'll just be making some videos for some time. So kind of don't worry, I got you guys with your G-Sync video.